Okay, folks, how we doing? Um, Once again, we lost. That's a worrying amount of losses over the past couple of weeks now, and I think this is now a critical situation. We have gradually just dropped down the table, and now we are beneath Manchester United, and we are going to be 7 points beneath Arsenal um, if they win their game today. And as doing this video, they are a goal up, ahead of Crystal Palace. So it's not looking good, Brev. And the way we are playing, we are barely in the fight for Champions League qualification right now. So it's not looking good. Um, some people are saying the season is over and we should concentrate on the other cups now and see if we can win it. You know, Liverpool fans are very knowledgeable. They know their football. Um, but for Liverpool fans to say that we are playing this badly and potentially we could still win the cup makes me doubt, not doubt, but makes me question the level of knowledge they've got for how these things play out. Because and again, with all due respect to Liverpool fans, this is not everyone. This is just some. Um, it is very obvious that the way we are playing, we cannot even beat Grimsby, talk less of um, beating all the important people that will need to cross in order to win an FA Cup. You know, the Arsenals, the Crystal Palaces, the Newcastles, and the likes. And in the Champions League, the PSGs, the Real Madrids, you know, the Cities, Barcelona's, Bayerns, and all that. So win the FA Cup, win Champions League. When we're struggling to beat Bournemouth, Brentford, and Crystal Palace, I seriously doubt it. The worrying thing about the team, having watched the last game, is that we're showing no signs of finding a solution to how the team is performing. The manager even admitted that he has not found a solution to the long throws and to set pieces. In my opinion, I think we need to start to learn the dark art of defending. We are way too clean with the way we play. We need to improve, and we need to observe the way other teams have dealt with how to manage long throws and set pieces. You notice that they tend to use the dark arts. You know, not only do they outperform their opponent, they outjump, they out tackle, they outpress, but they also are aware of the what we call the defender advantage in the 18-yard box. And you notice how quickly defenders fall so that they can win a free kick when any opponent attacks them in the 18. This is how other teams play. But we want to play the clean football and we jump with everyone. Sometimes they jump over us. We don't really attack the ball because we are worried. And they go all out. They commit all out. Look at the Cucurellas. Look at the Onanas. They go all out. Onanas or Aston Villa, I mean. And once you touch them, they fall to the ground and they win a free kick. And as such, they destroy any strategy that comes with long throws. We need to start to adopt that same strategy when they attack us. And when we win the free kicks, we collapse their game of play. And if we combine this art with trying to outwork the opponent, then the opponent will start to look for other ways of trying to attack us rather than insisting on the long throws into our box. Anyway, let's look at all different parts of the pitch um, and how we perform. Midfield, we obviously lacked control in the midfield against Brentford. It beats my mind to even raise that point. And it does not help that the manager keeps trying to force square pegs into round holes. forcing people to play where they do not really, that is not their area of speciality, and then switching strategies that the players do not even seem to understand, and we're just all over the place. Adopting the contingency plan to total football when losing, that is the concept of pushing centre backs forward as an additional striker, is something that may work in other countries. It has never been successful in the English Premier League. We know managers that have used it in the past. Ten Hag comes to mind, and how he tried to use Maguire. It it doesn't work. You know, it's part of total football, and it has probably worked for in Holland, but it doesn't work here. And when I saw that he moved Soboslai to the right, moved VVD forward, brought on Joe Gomez, then tried to flood the attack with players that, in my opinion, did not understand how to build up attacks, then we find ourselves just throwing the kitchen sink at the opponent and the whole process not working. So that is what I feel. And that's why he went forward. Nobody was crossing the ball to him. Nobody was playing the through balls. Kitike was still playing off Van Dijk, which I don't quite understand. And the whole process of Van Dijk going forward to support the attack was just a joke in the long run. So that did not work. Regarding controlling the actual midfield, why is it that we cannot solve a simple midfield problem? Opponents outperform us every time in the central midfield. Why? Because as I mentioned it before, and I'm sure many other individuals, Tim Kopish, um, Anfield Agenda, everyone else has probably mentioned it. Our central midfielders are too agile. They move around too much. They're too mobile, and they play with too much freedom. A solid midfield needs to have a central midfielder, a DM, that stays in position to hold the structure of the team together. When all the midfielders adopt a freedom of movement type of strategy, they don't work well together. They don't know or anticipate each other's movements, and they all pour forward or all stay behind, and then leave that midfield zone wide open. As a result, no one supports our defense line, no one transitions the ball from defense to attack, no one controls the midfield, no one links plays for the game management. I'm just looking at the screen here. I cannot share it with yourselves, but just try to kind of understand gaping holes, in our midfield. And the thing is, when we then realize that we've got all these gaping holes, rather than the manager plugging these holes, we have so many options. Look at the likes of Endo. He could hold forth in Grab's absence, you know, and he naturally holds his position, even if you don't tell him to. You tell him to be flexible. He's very mature, you know. I don't know where Stefan Bajcetic is, but he's another person that could do a job, even though he's not trusted or if he's not match fit. I heard that Bajcetic is training with the squad now. Give him some time. This guy played very well 3 years ago. He was so good that we were thinking that he was a solution for the DM. And since he went on loan and came back, he's just been thrown to one corner. To me, I think Bajcetic has the experience playing as DM, and he played as centre back, so he understands that deep line position, and he could cover the space conveniently. But the manager does not trust obvious players, you know. So Endo will probably struggle, and Bajcetic will probably never see the opportunity to play a game until it's a bit too late. Maybe when we're playing um, in some minor cups or something. As a result, we realize that we've got our defense, then our second line of defense just above being non-existent. But then our defense in itself may no longer even be as good as they used to be, um, or they're lacking in confidence, or they're almost purposely, deliberately playing poorly, as if to make a point. I've never seen VVD play so badly. I mean, is there a loss of form? I mean, let us stop deceiving ourselves. Right now, and this is going to be difficult to say, but Virgil van Dijk is no longer the best defender in the Premier League. He was great, and he is probably in the conversation to be the top three best defenders of all time in the EPL. But as for today, Virgil van Dijk no longer ranks, to me, in the top three defenders in the league. Excuse me, I've got a bit of cold. You know what I mean? Observe him. He has started falling so much more frequently. The slightest badge, shoulder badge, he falls over. He's always 1 millisecond behind a tackle. He pushes players when he's not able to catch up. When he's one on one with defenders, he backs up until the opponent has a clear chance to actually shoot a goal. And then, excuse me, he finds himself out of position so many times, and he looks a bit labored in the way he plays. I mean, make no mistake, he's still a good defender, but to call him the best defender in the EPL right now, I don't think so. He's not. If you say English Premiership, give us the best defender you have to offer right now. Personally, I would not put Van Dijk in the picture. Personally, he might gain form in the future. In the overall ranking of his career, he is definitely in the consideration. But right now, we cannot raise our chin up and say Virgil van Dijk is the best defender in the league. Not him, not Konate. Talking of Konate, Konate seems to have lost a yard of pace. Do you notice that he cannot seem to even run? He still tackles and he contests, but he has always had a problem with positioning. And when he was out of position, he used his pace to make up. But these days, he has lost a yard of pace, and now he exposes his frailties even more because when he's out of position, it takes forever to catch up with his opponent. We saw that happen once or twice yesterday, and he's been happy in other matches, you know. But that's it for Virgil van Dijk and Konate. It's a problem. We have a defensive problem, and as I said in the past, Virgil van Dijk became good because he's a Rolls Royce of a defender. He has a gentle way of playing, calm way of playing. We cannot continue to copy that calm lifestyle. We cannot. It does not work for us. We have got to be aggressive, and let Virgil be Virgil. But everybody else needs to be aggressive, and we need to struggle and fight because everybody is struggling and fighting. Anyway, I'm conscious of the time. To conclude, I know it's a worrying turn of events. We'll go again on Sunday, but just to leave you with the last food for thought. The way we are playing, if I should leave you with this, do you think we had a good preseason? Because if you look at the guys, they do not look like they're there. We are walking too much. When we get into problems, instead of trying to solve attacking problems, our first option is to pass back. Go watch the games. We do not commit to engaging with opponents. We've lost pace as a team. Our fast breaks no longer work. We're not fast in breaking. Team coherence is not there. We do not understand each other's individual game. I know we're in a transition, but the lack of understanding, the mentality levels are at an all-time low. We cannot complete basic passes. We lack individual ball control and composure. You kind of ask, do you think we had a good preseason, or should we start thinking about next season? I'll leave you with that question. And if you want to make any comments below, please feel free to. But as I said, we go again on Wednesday. We face Crystal Palace. dreaded Crystal Palace. We can almost expect a goal or two from Sa because he's the one that he seems to be the guy that turns into R9 every time we play Crystal Palace. So let's see how that turns out before we face Aston Villa on Saturday next week. But it's not looking good. However, that's where we are. For me, it's not yet slot out. It's still about 2 3 games away. But and I trust that we're in a trade transition phase. So hopefully we will come out of this, and eventually. But it's not looking good. Um, and if we continue to struggle, then there might need to be a conversation about replacement. But that's it for me. Thank you very much, you guys. I don't usually say please like and subscribe. So if you think you enjoy my content and you want to continue to support it, please do what you need to. And if you just want to come in to just enjoy having a conversation, if you have anything that you want to challenge, feel free to. Everybody has a different opinion. Please be respectful. I don't tolerate any insults. But if you have differing comments or conversations, please feel free to mention it in the comment below. But outside of that, thank you very much, guys, and catch up with you in the near future. Take care. Peace.